Welcome to episode 4 of Sweep the Pod, a Cobra Kai rewatch podcast. I am Dan Ahdoot.
I am Bret Ernst.
I play Anoush.
I play Louis LaRusso.
And today's episode 4, is called Cobra Kai Never Dies. Wow.
I got to be honest with you. See, this was one of my favorite episodes. I mean, one, because, you know, there's a lot of us together.
There's a lot of us.
The billboard.
This is the
infamous billboard.
Epic, infamous billboard scene.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the last decade is, if you think about it, it's marked by a couple of very seminal moments. One, our pull out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
2 is, the Eras tour of, what's her name?
You really should have thought this through.
What's the person's name? Not Miley Cyrus. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
The Taylor Swift tour.
COVID.
Okay, fine. 4 things. And the 4th thing is our epic billboard scene.
The billboard, the dick in the mouth.
Everyone
Which, by the way, when I'm watching that, I didn't realize how many dick in the mouth, dick in the face jokes there were. Blowjob jokes.
My God.
The whole thing was basically...
There was just egregious bananas at the end.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much dick in mouth. This is also... one of the things that Cobra Kai prides itself on is being a co-viewing show. They say you can be an adult and watch it with your kids. Co-viewing.
And you also get the full, let's get into it, because there's a couple of things. There's one thing I noticed. I didn't notice when we read it. Also, the lines, like when we rehearse them, the Tandaloo, whatever it's called.
Vindaloo.
Yeah.
We'll get to Vindaloo in a minute. Let's start with the beginning of the episode. Robbie is doing a little trickery at the Best Buy, whatever the fake Best Buy is.
No, it was like the computer Geek Squad.
Geek Squad.
Guy brings it in. And
isn't Geek Squad that's a Best Buy thing?
Yeah, but it's called Geek Squad.
But it's Best Buy.
But Geek Squad fixes computers.
Yeah.
Best Buy, you can buy a TV. It's located in the Best Buy, but they're called Geek Squad.
Okay, so I'm sorry. From now on, if you go to a McDonald's and you get a McFlurry, it's not considered McDonald's. You're at the McFlurry station?
No, that would be like if there's a McDonald's in Target, right? Like Starbucks is in Target, and then you go and say, I went to Target to get a latte. Then I'm like, yeah, Starbucks.
Wait, Geek Squad is not like paid by... Anyway, so we have the computer. He steals the computer. Scamming.
Like the kid already.
Oh, my God. And he got me in the beginning because I was like, oh, my God, he actually is a nice kid. He's an honest kid. And he bamboozled me. I would have given him my computer.
Nah, yeah.
He bamboozled me.
Then the password, he got his password.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the password was?
Wasn't it password?
Password.
Yeah, you just said that.
Mm-hmm.
You just said, and the password was password. Hey, do you remember what the password was?
No, go ahead. Keep going,
You literally
man.
just said.
You just go.
Oh, my God. Rewind that and listen to it. So there's some trickery. Sam is pissed off at her dad.
Right, he makes up the banana pancakes, whatever it's called, Banana-rama.
The banana pancakes. Although I will also say there's something that's so genius to me that Anthony requests, which is a pancake taco for breakfast. I've never. How is a pancake taco not a thing? It's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, it's kind of like a McGriddle, but as a
what's
taco.
the McGriddle?
I know you've never eaten at McDonald's in your life.
I've driven by.
It's a breakfast sandwich that has 2 pancakes instead of the Egg McMuffin.
Wait, it's not 2 pancakes. It's 2 of the hash, the potato thing.
No, that's the Egg McMuffin. No, the hash comes on the side.
The Egg McMuffin is the Egg McMuffin is an English muffin.
It's like I'm with my ex-wife or something. The McGriddle is instead of an Egg McMuffin with the English muffin, they use 2 little fake pancakes with syrup crystals in it.
Really?
It's really good though.
Huh.
Especially if it's like 3, 4 in the morning.
Okay.
And you're hammered. And you just spend hours at the craps table.
I'm more of a savory hammered guy. I don't like sweets when I'm drunk. I like a savory.
Well, just try a McGriddle.
I will. And then Daniel's driving by and sees the infamous red dick.
Dick in the mouth. But Sam, the Banana-Rama, what were those pancakes called?
Banana pancakes?
No, he called them Banana Maramas or something. But I was wondering, was that the name of the band that sang "Cruel Summer"?
Bananarama, I think, sang "Cruel Summer."
Right, and if I don't know if the pancakes were called Bananaramas, he had a name, but I'm curious about that. But if you guys are watching, you guys are fans,
let us know.
Let us know, because I thought that was like a little Easter egg.
That would be cool.
If it is Bananarama.
God, I love a good Easter egg.
Yeah, me too.
For someone who killed Jesus, I still love a good Easter egg.
Well, listen, if you didn't kill him, we wouldn't have Easter.
Yes, you're welcome. So then Carmen's putting her foot down. No more karate. No more karate for her son, Miguel.
And wait, I want to elaborate on this.
Yeah.
By the way, Louis thought it was great that there was a dick in his mouth.
Oh, that's right. Louis thinks it's hilarious.
He thinks it's hilarious because, it's just funny. It's a funny gag, which, as we know later on, when I realized the intent behind the gag, it pisses Louis off. But I was watching it, and again, being raised by a single mom, which I love that dichotomy with Miguel, which was what?
What's your mom's name?
Daniel. It's Carol.
Why are you pissed? I'm asking what your mom's name is.
I know you're going somewhere.
No, not.
I talk about Carol all the time.
Shout out to Carol.
Big Sea Dog.
Yo.
No, so when the mom just doesn't understand. Like, so what if he got beat up? Grandma, on the other hand, Abuela understands. And like, look, this is good for him.
Yeah.
Because, Grandma's seen some shit.
Yeah.
And
she lived during the Depression. La Depresión.
Well, not their grandma. Their grandma's in their 60s.
That's true, actually.
So she lived through the 70s.
Yeah, she's our age.
But but like, she understands you got to toughen the kid up. You know what I mean?
Yes. So now it seems like Johnny has to close the dojo, which is sad. This is sad. That would be the end of Cobra Kai.
Now, but Johnny's passed out. You really get to see what degenerates, like what shitty parents Robbie has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially the mom. The mom's awful.
The mom bringing a new boring corporate guy home every day. I think the first guy's like an accountant. The second guy works at TBS. There was like a great line that he says right before taking her into the bedroom. He's like, what did he say? He's like, yeah. She's like, she's like, I like a guy who's in charge. And he's like, yeah, you got to be in charge if you run HR at TBS or something like that. It was so funny.
There was something I want to ask you too, when we get there, because we're not there yet, about what the dessert, because I know you're a foodie, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
So Robbie's out. Johnny's passed out. He gets a call that his son has missed school, and they're apparently on a trip.
On a river, river thing?
Yeah.
You ever gone river rafting?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually, no, never been. But
what about a lazy river?
Yes, that I've been.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't get the appeal. Is it just you're sitting there and you're drinking?
Well, the way they had it in Vegas, you sit on a raft and just go around a pool.
Oh, you were in a pool. That's not a lazy river.
Yeah,
no, you were in a pool. You were sitting in a tube. In a pool.
First of all,
that's not a lazy river. A lazy river is a river.
They call that the lazy river pool.
Oh my God. Brett lives in Vegas and thinks that
this was before.
Brett's like,
that pool's not there anymore.
I live right next to Paris. The Eiffel Tower is right by me.
But this is what I was talking to you about earlier. Let me just finish the damn statement, because then I forget what I'm going to say.
I like our tangents. They're fun.
Yeah, because you just interrupt.
Right.
This is important stuff here.
I want to know if you're on a lazy river. That's important.
I wanted to say that when he cut school for a month, I had a similar situation when I was in elementary school where I cut school for 2 weeks straight.
Without your mom knowing?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. No, she approved of it, Dan. I called her up and said, Ma, I'm not going to school.
When did your dad decide to leave town?
You mean leave this earth?
Right.
When I was 10.
Okay.
So what he did.
Stay on topic. This is not about.
I'm trying to get to the story.
I know,
here.
but now you want pity for your.
I'm done. I quit. I can't with this kid. No. All right. So what happened was.
Wait, so 2 weeks off, you're in elementary school. How old are you?
Well, I'll tell you the the damn story if you just shut the fuck
Don't
up.
yell into the microphone.
I'm gonna punch him right now. I swear on everything. No, oh yeah, wait, we can't curse.
We can't curse.
We can't curse.
We can't curse.
So basically, because
We can talk about Jews killing Jesus, but we can't curse.
anyways, just move on. Let's just move on.
No,
I don't want to do it.
School.
Cut it. I don't want to do it anymore.
No.
I can't. I'm fucking out.
No.
Seriously, bro. I'm done. I'm fucking over it. I'm kidding.
What an asshole. I thought he was serious.
Well, that's called good acting.
I literally thought he was serious. Oh my God. I was. Oh my God.
You gotta leave it in. Don't take that out, please.
Dude, I was like the lazy river did him in. I'm sorry.
Please don't take that out.
Holy shit. Oof.
But you know what? I will say this. I overplayed throwing the cards. I did it twice. I should have only done it once.
I thought you were serious. Well done. Bravo. Bravo. I say bravo.
Thank you.
Okay, so you cut school.
No, basically we just stopped. Well, unlike you, I had to go to the bus. And I remember one time we were waiting for the bus and I was like, you know, if we don't go to school, nobody's going to know because my mom worked in 2 weeks straight.
And this is before cell phones, so they can't like call
yeah, it's way before cell phones. And then, dude, you should saw your face. You were this close. You're like, what are you being an asshole for?
I was like, God, we had a good run.
I know. No, so but I was on free breakfast.
An asshole. What an asshole.
Oh, it was great.
Anyway.
No, I was on free breakfast, like, because, you know, you're on like we had free food programs in school. I talked about this in Principles on my first special.
I heard about that, but I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought it was like a Loch Ness Monster. Like this free meal breakfast thing for the poors. Okay. So now let's stay on topic a little bit.
All right, where are we at?
So Aisha's being bullied. Aisha
you
is being
want
bullied.
a girl that I never had.
Sam is ignoring her dad still. And then we have, again, the scene that we've all been waiting for. The epic billboards scene.
This is it. This is the one.
Now, what was really funny is that when we shot this scene, they set up an actual billboard in the parking lot.
Yeah, we were like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah, we were 2 feet off the ground. The parking lot of like this random studio in Atlanta. So if you happen to be in this suburb of Atlanta driving by this studio, you'd see a big billboard with Daniel LaRusso and a big dick being drawn.
And a dick, and it's in a parking lot.
And it says LaRusso Auto. And this is like before like Cobra Kai was even announced.
Yeah.
Like no one even knew. So imagine if you're just someone who doesn't know Cobra Kai's coming out and you're just like driving by.
I'm like, is that Ralph Macchio?
Is that Ralph Macchio on a billboard with a dick?
In a parking lot? 2 feet off the ground?
Yeah.
So Daniel asked us to paint it.
Paint the dick.
Right. And do you remember doing the cell phone scene in the because we didn't do obviously we didn't do it on the billboard.
Right.
I don't remember how we shot that.
The cell phone?
Do you remember were we like in the dealership doing it?
I don't remember, honestly.
No, we had to have been because it was behind us.
I mean, I think, look, this was season 1. Everything was very like run and gun. It wasn't like high production, this and that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure that we just did it like on the floor of, outside.
I don't remember. I couldn't recall it.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry, guys. That went nowhere.
No, here's what I noticed. Now, remember, I think when we went out, you're like, oh, I just stepped in dog shit.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, how could a dog get up here?
Very funny. Because then you realize it's a human.
But that's what dawned on me. Johnny took a shit up there.
Yeah. Why are you saying it like you just figured out?
No,
like cold fusion, like you figured out the secrets of the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what it implies.
I just was like, maybe some homeless person went up and took a shit, and then it dawned on me, yeah, Johnny shit up there. He took a shit.
First of all, it's unhoused. We don't say homeless. Yes, he did. Johnny was drunk. He took spray paint. He spray painted a dick, took a shit, and then left. Like, what a move.
Yeah.
Epic. And
what do you like? But I'm surprised, like, they wipe his ass with the flyer. Thank you, Mara. That's a great question.
did he wipe his ass with the flyer?
Because you can't, I mean, I'm just saying, if he took a shit, he had to wipe his ass. He was hammered. Anyways.
I
don't know how I missed that. There's two things that I missed. I never saw Sixth Sense coming. And I've talked to a bunch of people that saw that coming. That really, and then the fact that I didn't pick up on that it was Johnny that took the shit.
You're putting Johnny taking the shit on a billboard up there with
That's it. I'm at it.
The Sixth Sense. Oh my God. Oh gosh. He's a toddler, guys. Then
in Lazy Rivers.
So Robbie is mean to Johnny. When was Robbie mean to Johnny after that?
Well,
yeah.
Wait, and then, we also had to paint it, which that I was going to say I learned in trade school. But go ahead.
Are you a good painter?
Like for walls?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm more drywall.
What about portraits?
Yeah, that I'm really good. But I'm more of a realist.
Still life? You're a still life guy?
I do I don't even know that. Abstract. That's what I'm looking for.
Robbie's being mean to Johnny, you're not my dad, you're not my dad.
I thought it was funny that he showed up and like I don't if they're just watching porn together. I mean, I know that they're watching the girl.
Yeah, they're watching like someone twerking and they're just like sitting there enjoying that together.
And then he goes, "What is that, your boombox?" And the kid's like, "What's a boombox?" Then he shits on his mustache.
That was good.
Very good. Yes.
Then, the bullies. The bullies are back.
Yes, they
in
are.
the library. And they keep going after Miguel and his crew.
I want to notice too, I liked that you could see the evolution of Hawk because he says something to him. He goes, I'm glad you stood up to him. Like you could see him
getting inspired
a little, which I liked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing. Again, I keep Hawk, I gotta say, seeing his character pre-Hawk.
You mean Lip?
Yeah, is fascinating to me because it is really like, I'm like, now I just see him as this badass guy, just having watched the series. But like you see him, you're like, wow, he really played diminutive weakling very well.
Well, you
can look up diminutive later.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Kyler is a dick though, man.
Such a dick.
He really is. And then, Mary finally gets to see her father was right.
Not Mary.
Sorry.
Is their name in real life.
Not Amanda.
Brett thinks these are real people.
Sam
Brett thinks that Cobra Kai is a documentary. Sam sees it. Sam is she's in the stacks.
Yeah.
She observes the whole thing. And finally she's coming on to the fact that Kyler's a real dick. What do we have? Cole.
Wait, I want to get to something before that.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things here that when the mom picks him up, when Vanessa or what's her name on the show? Carmen picks up Miguel.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ma," and she's like, we'll go get. We'll go to the movies. You could put the whatever M&Ms in the popcorn. He's like, "I just want to go home."
Yeah.
Again, she's not understanding it as what now, because now he's a teenager. And if any kid that has been in that situation where like, you're a boy, you got a mom, but you're in a school where like, you got to fight, you can't just walk away from it. And the way Miguel is internalized, like you that's what I'm saying. You could see.
Look, in her defense, she doesn't want to see her son get his ass
but
kicked.
it just has to happen. This is what I got out of this episode.
Right.
Because it has to happen. You're going to get it. It's going to happen eventually in life. Even though you're obnoxious and, wow. But how could, like for me, if I was out, like we were talking about, I don't know how many episodes ago when you got sucker punched.
Right.
I'm sure, I don't know if you were being a smart ass.
No, I actually got sucker punched.
Right. Now that's going to happen.
Yes.
That's a reality that a lot of men have to face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get beat up by, Indian nerds when you were a kid.
Raja Shah. Shout out to Raja. Raja was not a nerd.
Just for the record,
he had cross-color clothing.
Oh.
All right. He was a cool kid.
No, but the kid's like, Ma, it's something. He's being a man. He's coming into his manhood, and he needs to. But Grandma gets it.
Yeah,
Grandma gets it.
Shout out to Carol.
What's your mom's name?
Rachel.
Rachel is your mom a Rachel?
Don't get excited like that.
That's a biblical name.
Yeah, because she's holy.
Yeah.
Okay, watch it.
Carol is such a 1950s.
Yeah,
like that was such an Italian lady name.
It's a good one. I like it. So now Cole enters.
Love Tom Cole.
He's so good.
Yeah,
he's so good at acting like just that smug dick. I love it. He's
Very
so good.
Was he better than May storming out?
I mean, I was scared when you stormed out because I was like, well, there goes a lot of money we were probably going to make.
Yeah, well. Go ahead. That's all you cared about.
What else has he done as an actor? Because he's so good.
I know. When I was watching, I forgot. I thought you would know.
Mara, do you know what he's done? What his name is? The guy who plays Cole?
He's been in a bunch of
he's so good.
I want to say Todd Phillips type movies, right?
Really? He's kind of got that Shooter McGavin thing, you know? Mara's on the case.
But so I guess they go in for marketing and she's like, look, if right away, Amanda's...
before that, Cole's ratcheting up the pressure, right? He sends a bunch of sausages to LaRusso because of the penises in the mouth.
I think that came later, right? Because they're in the room, and then that's when they show him his video where he's dressed like a patriot.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
He's breaking balls, but then he breaks out the cactus.
Oh, hilarious. An American drought-resistant plant. Like, that is so funny. By the way, we have a little bonsai here. I don't know if you guys can see. We have a beautiful little bonsai. They are very hard to take care of. I will just say, I don't know if you know this about me, and I'm going to be vulnerable.
I know a lot about you, Dan. You're one of my best friends.
When I was younger, I was obsessed with bonsais.
You told me this.
And I would kill them all the time. Oh, we called my mom, remember?
Yeah, but wait. You can't. Yeah, this was, yeah, I remember this. Go ahead.
I was the bonsai killer. My mom would say that I was known for killing bonsais when I was younger.
Now, how did you get into bonsais? Was it from the Karate Kid?
I don't think so. I just thought they were aesthetically beautiful. I thought that, I was a small kid, but I was not.
Did you see yourself in the bonsai?
Well, it was what I wanted to be because I was small, but I wasn't glorious. But I thought bonsais were small and glorious. So it was an aspirational plant for me.
This is why I fucking love him.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know if you're joking or not.
I'm 100% serious.
So you were small, you said you were small but not glorious.
No, I was small, but I was minuscule. I was small, but I was invisible. These are small, but they're like glorious and they're expensive and they're really special and they're heirlooms. And I aspired to be like the bonsai. And every time I bought one, it would be dead within 3 days.
Yeah, well, that's like you inside.
Metaphorically.
Yeah. But did you know years later you'd have dreads and rollerblade?
Hey, man, you got to come out of your shell sometimes. It doesn't look pretty.
Now, do you think a bonsai would ever do that? If a bonsai manifested into a human, do you think it would have dreads on, a fanny pack, and rollerblade?
You know, the listeners are hearing you just bully you say you're not a bully. You're bullying me now.
I'm not bullying you.
About a moment in my life when I was very, very vulnerable. See, I was confused.
Here's what you do. And this is why you're evil. Okay. You play, I was small and minuscule, but you got your tongue's like a razor.
Yeah.
You're mean-spirited. You attack everyone. And then when people make fun of you, now you're like, oh, I'm being bullied. You're the bully.
I'm not the bully.
You're the one that tells people, if I'm in power, I'm killing people. I'm killing people.
I'm absolutely
You're still mad at that little girl in 3rd grade that hurt your feelings. Seltzer. Yeah, I think you had to take revenge on her.
Yeah, Lauren Seltzer, if you're listening, I'm coming for you. She's a nice lady. She runs a dog shelter.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm coming for you, Lauren Seltzer.
I don't know why I'm yelling.
I don't know. You're yelling. These are great microphones.
I know.
They pick up everything. No need to yell.
Why the fuck am I yelling?
So Cole's ratcheting up the pressure, and this is where the boba kick comes in.
Yeah.
The boba kick is the first moment where we see that Daniel still got it.
Wasn't there someone that had to do like 12 takes of it or something?
I don't know. I wasn't there for that. I was at Crafty.
I remember being on
I was at Crafty having peanut M&Ms
and yogurt covered pretzels.
Yeah.
No, I know that there was a story where like they had to keep doing it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because when you see it, it's a pretty great kick.
Yeah, it's
and
accurate.
also think about it. It's the first time we're seeing Daniel do martial arts. Like it has to be epic. It has to be epic. And it is. He does an amazing kick and he's got a smile on his face too. You can see that he and Johnny actually have a lot in common. They both get a little bit excited from the glories of the past, which is cool to see. They're more similar than they are.
What would be your equivalent to that? Like we talked about your Cobra Kai, right? The little girl in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
What would be your equivalent to like that? Obviously mine's football.
Right.
But like, what would be that for you?
Okay, ready? You're going to make fun of me.
I'm not. No, I'm not. If you're going to be serious, I'm going to be serious.
My move, I used to rollerblade downstairs. I would go downstairs backwards, downstairs. Man, did I feel like $1 million.
So that was like your accomplishment as a kid? Because let's be honest, you've had great success and as an adult, but as a kid, that was like you rollerblade downstairs.
Stairs rollerblading. Again, you're laughing, but it was the coolest thing, man.
So how long did you try? Like how many times?
It took a couple summers
to master the art.
It took a couple summers. Then I started the rollerblade club at Great Neck South High School.
Did you really?
Yeah, and we got shut down.
I had no idea that you were in this much into rollerblading.
Yeah, I started
What year was this?
The Great Neck South Rollerblade Club was in 2019. This was when I was in high school.
2019?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a Gen Z.
Right. The rollerblade club got shot down the same day because Grant Wilson fell down on his rollerblades, and someone at the school was like, "What is this club?"
Great Neck, Long Island.
Yeah, Great Neck South. Great Neck South. Great Neck South is a majority Jewish high school, or it was back then, and it is surrounded by.
And it closed because he sued.
Yes, it is no longer there. It is now a museum to litigation. But what's interesting is Long Island is Long Island. Just real quick tangent is surrounded by. It's a very big lacrosse area.
Yeah, very big.
A lot of lacrosse, Garden City lacrosse, Manhasset lacrosse, best lacrosse in the country. Great Neck is like a little Jewish enclave within the middle. Great chess team.
Strong rollerblading club.
Strong rollerblading club. By the way, can you just clear your throat on the mic?
Well, what am I supposed to do? There's no mute. What am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Am I supposed to hit mute?
Anyway, what was interesting also.
Drama club. You guys had a good drama club.
Great drama club. I was in the drama club. I was in the improv troupe.
But how many people were in your school? Because there's only 13 million of you in the world. So you must have had about, 20 people in your school?
No, there's a very big Jewish neighborhood, Great Neck.
So how many people were in your school?
500.
Okay.
What?
I had more than that in my class, like my class.
Yeah, well, juvie doesn't count, all right? I don't know what kind of school you went to.
So speaking of juvie, so now we get back to Robbie.
Yes.
Great segue.
Oh, actually, before we get to Robbie, we see that Sam also has skills. Sam is in the movies.
Checks him.
With shady-ass Kyler.
Yeah.
And he tries to get in her pants. And she gets up and does a little arm twist, boom, pushes him back.
Yeah.
And like a bitch, he goes out and starts a rumor that she blew him.
Dude, like I said, a lot of blowjob overtones.
Yeah. And people are watching this with their kids.
Yeah.
People are watching this with their kids.
And then Robbie's mom sucks, which we got that.
Robbie's mom sucks.
This is what I want to ask you. So now because when this is after this, well, I guess we skipped ahead and then went back. When Johnny goes to Robbie's mom and she's at the restaurant, and then the guy that she's talking to, which is hilarious to me, because she's like, you know how hard it is to find a good man? Yeah, because you're not a good woman. you're trash. You're a trash mom. You're an alcoholic. You don't got to get your shit together.
Right.
Makes you feel even worse, bad for Robbie. But he says, because remember, Billy's like, or Johnny's like, if you buy her dessert, she'll go down on you. And then when he's walking out, I couldn't make out what he said. Because he's like, hey, because he brings up dessert, right? Because that was the tag on it. He goes, they have a great apple brown. What is he talking about? Because you're a foodie. I thought maybe you'd pick up on the dessert. He says apple brown dumpling.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Because I don't know if obviously it's a real thing.
I'm sorry. I would have. I'm going to try to focus more on the food stuff because I do love the food references in Cobra Kai. I'm going to try to get my food antennae up. The scene where Johnny goes to Carmen to get Miguel back, very powerful.
Yes.
It was so sweet because then you realize, what does he say? He's like, that's the only kid that hasn't given up on me because everyone else has given up on him. And this is the one time someone is looking up at him and he's realizing how valuable of an asset that is because he can't get it from his own son. I mean, this is epic Game of Thrones type relationship building. I love it.
They sell it as if he's going to go to Robbie and his mom. Then you see it's Miguel.
Yeah, it's a redirect.
Prior to that, though, they had a great joke when I think Courtney goes, "Are you full from eating all that dick?" There's a great another eating dick joke.
Who did she say that to?
I don't know if it was Courtney. I think, or maybe Johnny said it to Ralph.
It's not Courtney.
I'm sorry, Amanda.
Jeez.
So Courtney's always the voice of reason in this show. Amanda is always the voice of reason.
Yeah.
But now we get into back to the dojo. Miguel's here, and Johnny said, "Look, you got your ass kicked. I got to teach you how to do defense." And he says, "Offense is the best defense.
The best defense is more offense.
Is more offense."
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Can we,
as a jiu-jitsu guy, because you guys, I don't know jiu-jitsu. When you roll around, okay, is there an offensive and obviously, you know, there are blocks or, you know, positioning.
Yes. I think, you know what it is? It's very similar to, I don't know that I agree with it 100% because I do think it's similar to stand-up, which you were talking about before, your set last night, about when you do long sets and you have the confidence to stay in the pocket of like, that's not like rapid fire trying to get laughs. Like you get more comfortable and you just kind of wait for the right opportunities. So I think that the best offense is like when you wait for your opportunity and then you can get it and not being in a rush for offense. So I don't know if I don't think I'm the Cobra Kai. I think I'm a little more Miyagi when it comes to that.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I don't know. I mean, I get what he's saying. If you just take him out right away.
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather would always tell you just swing first. Get the first one off.
Yeah.
If you're feeling threatened.
Your grandfather did get sued for using strike first, and then they didn't change it to swing first.
They didn't sue back then. You know what they used to tell you, man? Because those old guys, like my grandfather's generation, were just so rough. He would be like, you got to take a trophy, take an eye, take his hearing, stick some, hurt him so when he looks in the mirror, he knows. And I'm like, dude, I'm 9. Like, I just, what I mean? I don't want to take his eye.
Oh my gosh.
So now we find the flyers.
Then we find the flyers.
Flyers are up there. Anush, I think you discovered it.
I discovered it, and now Daniel is livid.
Well, Louie's pissed. So Louie went from thinking it's funny to now like he disrespected the family. He disrespected you.
Louie goes off.
Yeah, because Louie didn't like Johnny at all.
Right.
I mean, it's one of those things where like your cousin, that's my closest cousin.
Yeah.
Louie's closest cousin. So he's like, hey, this was personal.
Yeah.
He thought it was just a prank from like some random kid, which would be funny.
Yeah.
But now
I think we were improvising this back and forth because you like go off and then I'm like, Louie, it's okay. And you're like, no, it's not okay.
Oh, you know what? By the way, they kept my Ghostbusters line in. That was the other thing when we're on the billboard. We improv that too.
Guys, we are basically like, whose line is it anyway on this show?
Well, what happens is, just so you know, a little behind the scenes. So the writers write it the way it is. And when you get the script, you know, because there's pertinent information that has to be in there. So you can't stray from that.
Right.
So now you do it the way they wrote it. And what was great about the directors and the writers of this show is that they allowed us, they say, all right, just do it the take this way. Do it, you know, and now have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
And they would always give us a take or two where me and him would play around. But I'm saying our improv, the Ghostbusters line they kept, the Wesley Snipes line.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And so that's basically it.
And we end on like, what are you going to do about this? And then Daniel looks off in the distance like, I got to do something.
Yeah, something's going down.
Which leads us to episode 5.
I love it. Amazing episode. Building of tension, building of relationship.
Now,
you and I, the iconic billboard scene, I still get stopped every day. I'm going to say 15 times a day. And I'm told, wow, you on that billboard. Amazing. And I'm like, thank you. Mind you, it's me talking to myself in the mirror. And I'm just telling myself, wow.
I just wanted to make that the tension between us and this podcast, the explosiveness, which maybe we should cut it out and then put it behind the scenes so that people can say,
what are you editing now?
Wait, I'm just saying.
Now you're an
put
editor?
It behind a paywall.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you guys want to see us naked wrestling, sign up for our Patreon.
But this episode 4 was kind of like this episode. There was a lot of tension, explosiveness.
Oof.
Right?
Where's it going to land?
Where is it going to go? And then at the very end, it's like, Dan, what are you going to do about this? And now we're going to get into wax on, wax off. That's what we're going to do about it.
Oh, wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
See?
Okay, go.
See how I'm driving the car here?
Amazing. Thank you.
So wax on, wax off. In case you guys, if your first time tuning in, this is a segment we do at the end where fans, they send in questions.
Who's tuning into episode 4 for the first time? If this is your first time, stop and go back to episode 1.
You never know.
Okay.
They could say, hey, the billboard episode, that's the only one I ever watched.
That's the most iconic moment of the last decade.
So we're going to just listen to episode 4. Anyways, so we fire them off back and forth. I'll do the first 3, you do the second.
Go ahead.
Confront your rival with a spin kick or a savage verbal comeback.
Savage verbal comeback.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
But you're good.
That's all I got.
You're good.
Thank you.
You're mean-spirited.
Yes.
I would do the verbal comeback as well. Spray paint revenge or play the long game for payback?
Honestly, I would probably spray paint revenge, but wish I had done the long game because that always is the better way to go.
But what would you prefer?
Long game.
Because you've played the long game with that little girl from 3rd grade and then set her up. And
Lauren
so she comes with her husband to your show.
I got you, Lauren. I got you real good.
And you went in on her.
Yeah.
So that's a definite long game.
That was a long game. I just let it fester inside me.
Truth be told, I don't hold grudges. It's the least, I guess, thing. I just move on. I don't give people that much power.
Right.
Face Kyler head on or rally your friends for backup?
Rally my friends for backup. I'm a total get other people to do the dirty work for me. And then I'll take the credit for it later.
Okay, there's an ethnic joke there. I'm not going to do it. What's
the ethnic joke there? What's the ethnic joke?
Then what I would do, I would pull him to the side. I'd catch him alone.
Yeah.
You know, there was a thing that if I'm with my friends, if it was that big of a thing, there's a way you could do something. But for me personally, catch him alone. Make sure, because now it's just my word against his.
Right.
If you want to get somebody, payback, here's a good trick. Take a towel, and when they come up behind, if you wrap a towel around their head, they can't see, and then you just rain on them. You and your friends.
Again, we wanted to thank all the children for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this podcast. We are not legally responsible for any of the information.
It works because then they can't see. And
Dude, okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. So what's the next story?
Guy's gonna teach kids how to make like a Molotov cocktail.
Molotov. Wait.
Samantha's date disaster. Storm out of the theater or stay and finish the movie?
I personally, I'm gonna stay and possibly make out with him.
Oh, you
No.
might get you're gonna keep giving him another shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna play hard to get. What I want my daughter to do is exactly what Samantha did.
Nice. Best defense is more offense or defense first always?
We already covered this and we didn't even know. It's a good question, whoever sent that in.
And what was your answer though? Because you let me answer, but you didn't answer. I need an answer from you.
Defense. I think defense is important. Defense wins championships.
That's a football reference, I believe. Take down bullies now or wait for the ultimate tournament showdown?
You take them out right away.
Oh, wow.
Take them out right away.
Boom.
Listen, you can't really lose if you stand up for yourself, right? Take the L. Take the beating, right? And that you just every time you just keep taking the L, and then sooner or later, they're as long as they know they're in a fight, they'll stop it,
right?
Because bullies are punks, man. They're punks.
Yeah,
they're most of them are cowards. Once you stand up to them or just punch them right away, before they even get to you, they'll leave you alone. That's the advice I would give.
It's much easier said than done. Much easier said than done.
It's a metaphor for life.
Especially if you're a small little bonsai and you have weak limbs and tender joints. Okay? It's a lot easier said than done. Guys, thank you for joining us for this episode. If there's one thing you're going to take away from this, it's that if you go up behind someone and take a towel and wrap their head in it, then you can have your way with them.
Yeah, you just sneak up behind them.
Yeah. The more you
take
know.
Take a towel. It's very easy. If you guys sign up for the Patreon, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, we're going to give you a towel that you
can't come at them with like a little hand towel. It's
No.
got to be just like a regular towel.
And not quite a beach towel.
No, that's too big.
No, we have a custom towel that we made to attack someone from behind, which you can get from our Patreon. All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. So once again, I'm Bret Ernst. You can follow me at Bret Ernst, BRETERNST. Dan?
At Stand Up Dan.
And follow all the Sleep the Pod socials. And please make sure you like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.